Hello there, it's John Anthony Francis Wilcox, and these are 6 sparkling Steeleye Span songs. As usual, I will say that the links to these songs are in the comments section below. Now, this is one that is a long time coming. I have been a follower of Steeleye Span, I'm going to say since the mid 70s. That sounds about right. I first heard them in 1973 with a song that's going to be song number 2 here. Um, I was taken by the wonderful voice of Maddie Pryor, and of course, they are true British folk rock. This is the goods you want. Not just British, UK. There's Irish players and all sorts of players in and out of the band over the years. So, song number 1, this was actually a hit for them in England. All Around My Hat. That is song number 1. Listen to those harmonies. Aren't those just wonderful? Maddie's voice clear as a bell. So beautiful. Her phrasing, her range, her just the tone of her voice. It's effortless. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Um, it's friendly and warm. And that is song number 1, All Around My Hat. Song number 2, as I said, this is the one that brought me to the table. By the way, song number 1, All Around My Hat, is from their album, All Around My Hat. Well worth your time, as are all of these albums I'm going to have in here. So, song number 2, One Misty Moisty Morning, from their A Parcel of Rogues album from 1973. I believe April 1973, if I recall correctly. I first heard it on a Warner Brothers 2-album Loss Leader set that I had bought because it had a Deep Purple B-side, a wonderful song called I'm Alone. But I listened to that whole double thing. It was one of those things where, like, when you got the vinyl of a Warner Brothers thing, in the paper sleeves, it had ads for these, what they called loss leaders. So you'd pay $2 for an album, double album, which I'm sure, as they were saying, they weren't making money on it, but it was a sampler of stuff on the label and rarities to entice you to buy them. I remember the rarities on that being I'm Alone, the Deep Purple song, and at that time, a non-album Beach Boys track called Susie Cincinnati. Great song. But anyway, One Misty Moisty Morning. Staying true, by the way, this is the only song on here that's just, you'll see a picture of the album or whatever is on there, and you'll hear the album track. The rest of these are all live or, lip syncing. I think All Around My Hat is lip syncing, and maybe another one, but I'm not sure. That one may not be either. But anyway, everything about it. I love the instrumentation. Again, Maddie's vocal. It has a very old world feel, yet modern for the time, for 73, with some of the instrumentation, the guitar particularly. A little bit of wah going on there. Again, harmonies to absolutely die for. That's One Misty Moisty Morning from A Parcel of Rogues. That was song number 2. Song number 3, this is a great traditional song called 17 Come Sunday that they first recorded on their Storm Force 10 album, which was their 10th album. So it has that old world. You could see this being like a Fairport Convention song. That kind of UK British folk rock stuff. I found a swell live performance, a more recent one that's still killer, just absolutely killer diller. Just listen to that. 17 Come Sunday. Maddie's on there in all her glory, and the band. Um, Trying to think who is the. I think it's Liam Ganaki on drums. Uh, their original drummer was Nigel Pegram. I think he was the original drummer. Well, he was a mainstay drummer of the early stuff. He might have been the original drummer. My addled brain cannot say for certain. But anyway, that is the wonderful 17 Come Sunday, which is song number 3. Now, songs 4 and 5 come from the same album, a 1996 album called Time, and they both have an additional singer in addition to Maddie. That's why it's an additional singer. But she was also an original member of Steeleye Span, and that is the wonderful Gay Woods. And the first song is The Water is Wide. It's a magnificent song. Great, got a bit of a long build that you'll enjoy, very kind of meditative. Gay's voice is as beautiful as Maddie's, but in a different way. On this tour, I got to see them at the Bottom Line in New York and got to hang out with them as well. Not only were they wonderful players, but they were truly wonderful people. I mean, I had the fortune of seeing Steeleye first in, I believe, 84, 85, on a bill with Fairport Convention and Renaissance. Not a bad show to see, let me tell you. One of my all-time favorites at the Beacon Theater. But The Water is Wide is song number 4. It's beautiful. It's kind of like would you say it's a life song? That might be proper. So that is song number 4. The Water is Wide with lead vocal from Gay Woods. Now, again, the next song, song number 5, as they pronounce it, it's spelled the prickly bush, but they call it the Prickle-Eye Bush. I love that. And you see Gay and Maddie together, sounding wonderful. Now I've gone up on the name of their guitar player. He was only with them forever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We can both look it up. Was it Bob Johnson, maybe? It is, unless it's not. But anyway, The Prickle-Eye Bush is song number 5, also from the Time album from 1996. Yet another really kind of timeless song. You know what I'm saying? None of this stuff sounds like, oh, this sounds like the punk movement. It's not going to. Just be there. You either buy into the whole British and Isles folk or you don't. I hope you do, because this is some mighty fine, fine music. Harmonies on this are just, they're just magnificent. So that is song number 5, The Prickle-Eye Bush. And that takes us to our last, and it just kind of had to be Thomas the Rhymer from the Now We Are Six album, which I believe was the album produced by Ian Anderson from Jethro Tull. It's gorgeous. It was another single. You could see it. It's catchy. The band is in fine form. The band is never not in fine form, all right? This is Steeleye Span. They've never sucked, okay? That just never happened. Let that just leave your mind. So Thomas the Rhymer, again, catchy chorus built around that. Real kind of, traditional feel. Strong Maddie vocal, strong everyone vocal. Great playing, great everything. I thought this is a nice energy way to finish off 6 sparkling Steeleye Span songs with Thomas the Rhymer. That's all of it. I'm out of here. I'm loving this is the first time, by the way, I've worn my brand new green t-shirt. Is it a t-shirt when it's like a v-neck? I guess so. I guess it can be. It's a T, not based upon the collar, is it? Anyway, I love you all. Thanks for sticking around. We'll talk to you soon and see you next week.